What's going on, everybody? It's Royalty Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a video review on Telcoin, and this was suggested by one of my subscribers, so thank you very much for that. And guys, as always, if you have any tokens that you'd like me to do a video review on, please drop them in the comment section below. Just make sure that they're above at least a $30 million market cap, because I'm not reviewing any microcaps at the moment. Also guys, I will be talking about the overall crypto market as a whole, and just going over a couple of different catalysts that I believe will drive this crypto market into a bull run within the next couple of months most likely. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall crypto market to start. So as you guys can see here, we are having quite a nice day yet again today, as Bitcoin is holding above 93,000 at 93,500. We are up over 2% in the last 24 hours and up nearly 3.5% in the past 7 days. I think this is really the first time that we've been able to, hold these gains on Bitcoin and not continue to nuke towards the downside. So in my opinion, guys, I do think that it is becoming more and more likely that the local bottom is officially in at 82,000 and that we are now starting the uptrend for Bitcoin and crypto. But of course, guys, this is not financial advice and anything can happen in these markets. Also, guys, Ethereum is having a fantastic day with over double of the gains of what Bitcoin has, just under 6% in the past 24 hours. And we are currently trading at 3,180. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Telcoin chart. So as you guys can see, we are currently trading at 0.0062, which equates to a $566 million market cap for this coin. And as you can see, we have had a very fantastic past 3 weeks, as we are up over 100% since November 11th. The reason for that, guys, is because Telcoin had some very interesting news. And the news that I'm referring to is the fact that they received their final approval from the Nebraska Department of Banking and Finance to launch the Telcoin Digital Asset Bank, which makes it the first regulated digital asset bank in the US. This allows the bank to take crypto deposits and provide crypto loans, connect the Federal Reserve payment rails, and issue EUSD, a fully reserved US dollar-backed stablecoin that operates on public blockchain rails. So without a doubt, guys, this is very fascinating news, and I do believe that this does separate Telcoin from basically every other token in the market. So if this digital asset bank ends up being successful, the sky is truly the limit on Telcoin, which does make it somewhat difficult to give an accurate price prediction on. So if I were to give a price prediction on Telcoin, I think I could see this coin potentially getting to around a $20 to $30 billion market cap if this bank is very successful and it actually sees inflows of assets and people using their payment rails. So we'll just have to see how that goes, because of course it's not a guarantee that this bank will end up performing like we want it to, but if it does, guys, you could end up making some very lucrative gains on this coin. And if that were the case, and we did get to around a $25 to $30 million market cap, that would be about a 50 to 60x on your money from here, and we could potentially be sitting at around 30 cents. So yeah, guys, if you are bullish on Telcoin, you really just need to keep your fingers crossed that this bank ends up being successful, because if it does, then your investment could pay off quite nicely. One thing that I would like to bring to your attention, however, is the fact that the 24-hour trading volume on this coin is very low, as we've only had $5 million in trading volume in the past 24 hours. Now, if this coin does become more popular, if this bank takes off and becomes much more of a household name, then this volume won't be an issue necessarily, but at the moment it does draw some red flags in my opinion. Okay, so now I wanted to talk about whether or not I think it's a good time to be buying altcoins like Telcoin. In my opinion, guys, I do believe it is a great time to be buying altcoins. However, this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. The reason that I believe that is because we are still well into fear on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, as we are currently sitting at a 22. When this updates in a couple of hours, we probably will be more like at a 25, because of the fact that we have had a decent day for most altcoins and Bitcoin. But regardless, I do believe that buying now, after this recent dip in basically every coin, does present a very nice risk to reward opportunity. And personally, guys, I have been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and altcoins for the past couple of weeks, and I plan on continuing to do so until we get back into the neutral zone on the Fear and Greed Index. And I believe that we will be back into neutral somewhat soon, and here is why. So I know I've been talking about these catalysts quite a bit on my channel for the past couple of months, but this tweet really does lay it out quite nicely, so I wanted to go over this real quickly with you guys, and shout out to Ash Crypto for this. So the first one, and this is very important in my opinion, is the fact that the Federal Reserve has officially ended quantitative tightening. Now, this doesn't mean that we've started quantitative easing, but it does mean that we are essentially playing on an even battleground now for the first time in 3 years. Because when we are in quantitative tightening, the Federal Reserve is essentially draining liquidity from the markets, which makes it very difficult to see any parabolic altcoin run. So this is undoubtedly a shift in the right direction for crypto. Also, there is a 90% chance that we will get a rate cut in the December FOMC meeting, which I do believe is a very bullish short-term catalyst and could cause this current crypto rally to continue at least until December 10th. So that is very good to see. Trump is also set to announce the new Fed chair either this month or next month. It's unclear when he actually will, but regardless, this is an incredibly bullish catalyst for the medium term for crypto, and this is the catalyst that I believe could start the official bull run. Now, the reason for that, guys, is because there is currently a 76% chance that Kevin Hassett will be the federal chair that will be replacing Jerome Powell in May of 2026. And the reason why this is so bullish is because Kevin Hassett is basically the most dovish Fed chair possible. He has been very vocal in the past couple of months how he believes that rates should be cut at a rapid pace, and that if he was in charge, he would be cutting rates right now. He's also in support of a weaker US dollar, which is incredibly bullish for Bitcoin in so many different ways, and I'm not going to get into that right now because I talk about it so much. But regardless, guys, I think that once Trump does officially announce this, the market will start to price this in, and slowly but surely, I do believe early 2026 could be extremely bullish in anticipation for him to be the new Fed chair. So this is not a catalyst to overlook in my opinion. Also, guys, the first Genius Act regulations are heading for proposals this month. This is incredibly bullish for Bitcoin and will most likely give institutional investors even more confidence to invest in this asset class once this is finally passed. Also, the Federal Reserve has injected $13.5 billion back into banks in just the past couple of days, so we are starting to see liquidity flow back into the markets. The MicroStrategy FUD is also starting to subside as they recently show that they have a $1.44 billion USD reserve, which is making people think that it is much less likely that they will actually be liquidated. So this is of course bullish because the less fear we have around crypto, the better. Also, guys, just yesterday, the $11 trillion asset manager Vanguard has opened access to Bitcoin and crypto ETFs for the first time since they launched back in 2024. Just in the first 24 hours, people that have accounts with Vanguard were showing massive amounts of interest for crypto and Bitcoin, so that is undoubtedly bullish for both the short and long term. Also, Japan is reducing crypto taxes from 55% to 20%, which is of course very bullish because that means that it is much more likely that Japanese citizens will be investing into crypto now. So yeah, guys, there is just so many bullish things happening, and in my opinion, this is why I just cannot be bearish on the market right now. There is still a lot of fear in the market and there is still a lot of FUD going around, but I do believe that people who are calling for a bear market are just overlooking all of these catalysts, and I hope that if you were fearful about the market, that all of this is helping that fear subside, because whenever there is fear in the market, it is historically a great time to be buying. But of course, that is not financial advice. Please make sure to do your own research. But alright, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the content. I hope that you had a great day, and please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.